Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm going to be reading on the Kardashians. I'm going to do them one by one. It's how I've kind of been called to do it. When I thought about how I was going to do this, I'm going to do them one by one. So it will be a small kind of snippet on each of them, from Kris Jenner down to Kylie Jenner. I'm going to do them in age. So we will do Kris, Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, Rob, Kendall and Kylie. And if you want to see any of these people in detail, then please leave their name down below. I'll be more than happy to do it. If you like this video, remember to hit a thumbs up, and if you want to see more pick a card readings, psychic readings, please just comment down below and subscribe, because I do them every single week. So let's get into it. So if you're here to see a specific Kardashians reading, then please go to the description, because I will leave the timestamps for each reading in the description box below. Like I said, we are starting with Kris. I'm just going to try and tap into Kris's energy. Like, whoo, Kris is getting tired. That's the most instant thing that I feel with Kris at the moment. She's getting tired. We're going to see a lot less of Kris. Like, Kris is going to pull back. I can see Kris like retiring somewhere. It's really funny. I saw this for Ariana Grande in my last reading, but I see her splitting her time actually between the States and somewhere nice and tropical. But she is just, she will never give up fully, because she is a momager with all her heart and being. But she is, oh, that's just come for her, that's just pulled out for her. So she is definitely retreating and pulling away. So we've got the Six of Swords, and we've got Isis, which is magic manifesting reversed. So yeah, like I said, Kris is, I feel, tired. I feel like in her earlier days, when the Kardashians were first, you know, becoming into the spotlight, she was very full force. She was very, very involved, and I feel like now she is trying, well, not trying, she's having to pass on some of her responsibilities, but I feel like she's at peace with that. I feel like at a point she kind of couldn't let go. This being reversed for the angel cards means it's truly emphasized, and what I feel like with Kris is like her mission, her image, her picture of what she wanted things to be like is complete. There's kind of nothing else that she wants to do. She's happy for the girls to now run their own way and do their own thing. And I say the girls because I don't feel her having that same kind of energy with Rob, but I feel like she's at peace with Rob even living his life in the way he wants to live it, rather than having to kind of baby him and look after him. So the Six of Swords actually talks about that. It talks about harmony, peace being at the forefront of your life. Again, it talks about travelling abroad, so I see her doing a lot of travelling. It doesn't mean that she's completed, it doesn't mean that she's finished, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's the complete end of her cycle, but it does mean she's stepping back. And you'll still see her do the posts, you'll still see her congratulating her kids on her Instagram and all of that, but you just won't see her like in the forefront of anything. Like, she really will be stepping back. You might not even see, I don't even know if Keeping Up with the Kardashians is still on. But if it is, she will not be in it as much. She is happy with everything that she's done. She is at peace with everything in the way it is. And she is now ready to kind of, for what would be, for other people, retirement. She's kind of ready to now go into retirement and start enjoying her own time and her own life without having to worry about this empire that she's built. She now, I think, is happy that it can run itself and that the girls can kind of take over. So Kris is fine. Kris is happy. Good vibes for Kris. So next we have Kim Kardashian. I don't know why I laughed with Kim, like, honestly. I just feel like Kim is in a bit of a muddle right now. Obviously, we've got her with Kanye. Now, Kim and Kanye West and himself is a whole other reading. And Kanye, there's so much going on with him that he would just have to have a reading to himself. So we've got the Shakana, which is sacred self. Unleash your spirits, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And we have got, oh, the moon. Okay, Kim Kardashian is toying with the thought now that she is going to have to be alone. And we all know from what we've seen in the public eye of Kanye West's behaviour and the way he's being and the way he's acting, and I'm telling you that the feeling I'm getting from this is that behind closed doors it is honestly, it's no different. Like, he is exactly the same at home as he is in front of the cameras. It's challenging, it's hard to put up with. Kim Kardashian is very tenacious, she's very persistent, she's not a quitter, like in any shape or form. She's not a quitter at all, but she's finding her own lane in this relationship. You know, she's got to learn to just go with the flow, because there's a lot of things that are coming up that are pushing them kind of not to be together, and for ages I think she's kind of fought it. She doesn't want to give up on it because she doesn't want another failed marriage. It is Kim's like ideal, which is what this talks about. It talks about limited beliefs and ideals, and how you have to find a new way. And it talks about signs and the signs that the universe is giving you, signs that spirit are giving you to give you guidance. I feel like she's been getting so many signs that she's been ignoring, because she doesn't want it to be the end of her marriage. She doesn't want it to be the end. The marriage she went into and the person she met is not the person that she is now with. Kanye is not the person that wooed her. He's not the person she fell in love with. And for her ideal was to be married long term, forever, and have kids. And it's just not what she thought. She's distracting herself a lot with other things as well. She's just buried everything. She's buried all of her doubts. She's buried all of her concerns. She's masked over them, and it's not long before they're all going to come up, and she can't kind of hide from them anymore. She's in a position where she can be distracted. She's in a position where she can be distracted by things. She's got a lot going on. Her career is fully blossoming and will continue to blossom, and I think we're going to see Kim Kardashian in different avenues, not only with the politics and law. I think we will see her doing other things rather than just the modelling and the makeup. I can't pick up on what. I'm trying to ask for what it is, but I can't pick up on it at the moment. If they're not in therapy yet, they will be. They will definitely be going to therapy. And so I think if it's not a divorce over the next 6 months, by Christmas we will definitely see them separated. We will see a big kind of Instagram or Twitter statement explaining how they would have been separated for a few months. And it might not be the complete end, but Kanye West, just the sense I get, he needs help. And like I said, I will do a whole nother reading on Kanye West, because like I said, he's an in-depth character, and if you want to see that, please comment down below or hit like on this video. But yeah, this whole, there's just two sides here, and this moon just talks about the concerns and the self-doubt and the things that she's, you know, buried deep inside of her that are just going to come full force, and that's her personal life. So I don't think we'll see that in front of the cameras and in front of social media. She will be flourishing, and then, like I say, towards the end of the year we'll see this kind of statement from her, and might be a bit surprised. But yes, all well wishes, send them love, send them light. Kanye West is a very talented man. He's just a bit lost, I think, and he needs a bit of love and light his way. I've done Kim, but I meant to do Kourtney, so Kourtney's actually next. I think the reason I instantly went to Kim is because after Kris, I feel like she is the hierarchy of that family, and I feel like she's taken on a lot of Kris's work. They're very close, so yeah. Kourtney is lonely. Kourtney is lonely AF. I can feel it before I even pull any card from this pack. She is lonely AF. Oh gosh, and you know what? Part of Kourtney wants to be with Scott because Scott has changed. And again, Scott's a whole nother reading in himself. This is a very complex character as well. So I would be happy to do that. But part of her misses his companionship. He's around a lot because he's around with the kids a lot, but not in the way he used to be because he's got his own space. He's sorted himself out. Yeah. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, okay. So both of Kourtney's cards are reversed. So we've got the Miriam, which is sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yeah, she's finding it hard. She's finding it hard to see him happy with someone else. He pined for Kourtney for such a long time, and she, in some ways, kind of ruled the roost. And now he doesn't really do that. When he comes around, it is just for the kids. And she's seen the changes in him and how he's made healthy changes and how he's finally the guy that she wanted him to be. And she's finding it quite difficult. Yeah, that's why the justice is reversed, because her plans and her motive hasn't worked out in her best interest. It's not justice for her in other ways. That's how she feels anyway. It's not justice for her. I actually want to pull one more card for Kourtney, because there is... Oh, I've just dropped all the cards. Yeah, Kourtney is a bit muddled. Her head is a bit all over the place. And I do feel her, I do sense her feeling really lonely and a bit lost, like, but there is something for her to kind of delve herself into. Yeah, it's coming. So at the moment she is quite lonely, she feels quite vulnerable, she feels quite lost, and I feel like she's doing a lot of soul searching. I feel like she's searching a lot for herself and what she kind of wants and what she kind of needs. And it's coming. We're going to see Kourtney actually... Kourtney's probably one of the sisters that isn't really in the limelight, isn't flaunting over everything. Don't get me wrong, she posts on social media, but she's not like wanting to be in the spotlight. And I feel like she's going to take that and make it something. So I see her doing something homely, like cooking, or I know she's always been into interior design. We could see her creating her own home interior brand, her own company. I do see her taking her passion and making it something outside of the Kardashian brand. I do think she wants to branch away from that. And she's going to be all the better for it. There is a love relationship as well for Kourtney. I want to say not this year, but she will meet him this year. Again, I feel like this is a guy who has his life together. This is an older man. Kind of, I think she's going to meet him on this journey. I think on this journey to this new company that she's going to build, I do feel like she's going to meet this man and she's going to be all the happier for it. I do think, I know Kourtney said she never wanted to marry. Where did that come from? Because I just got she will marry. Yeah, if she's not married, it will feel like a marriage. He will move in, he will be part of the family. He might actually have kids of his own and have been married before. But yeah, at the moment she is a bit low, she is a bit down, she's not in her best place, but she is planning, like she is thinking about what she wants to do and how she wants to move forward, because she's grown the Kardashian brand and she doesn't happier for it actually. So that's Kourtney for us. I watched the Kardashians in a really long time, but when I did, Khloe was my favourite. Like she was just the absolute jokester, prankster. I'm interested to see what like has happened to her, because I haven't really followed Khloe since the Lamar days, which was bloody ages ago now. So she definitely has moved on from that. That is a closed chapter because I don't even see it. I don't even feel it here. I do see her happy. I see her with a smile on her face, which is fabulous. It's what we like to see. Oh, she's so complete to be a mum. It actually brings her joy. It brings her such a joy, actually, that no matter what else is going on in her life, it doesn't really matter, because that has brought her such completeness. And I don't think she'll actually have any other kids. I think her love for True is so deep that she is just complete. I don't feel like she kind of needs, not needs another kid, but wants one. Yeah, she is, like, honestly, she's in a good place. Yeah, okay. This is similar to Kim, where this is talking about her and everything else in her life, and the tarot is her relationship. And this is with Tristan. So, Khloe has got a really big heart, and really, I'm just going to say it, there's going to be, I know we've already had the proof of Tristan cheating on her, but there's going to be more. There's going to be more, because she's taken him back, and I think she has anyway. Are they still together? I think. I don't know. I don't really follow her anymore. I think the last I heard they were still together. There's just going to be more proof. You know, girls are going to have the receipts. He is cheating, and he is just too immature for her. Like, Khloe, when she loves someone, I feel like it is so, it's like, it's so deep. It's not just, oh, I like you, you're okay. Like, no, honey, she loves, like, with her whole heart, which is why when I feel her love for True, it's just so immense. Like, it's so overpowering, it's so deep. I feel like Khloe might be a Cancer in star signs. I don't know whether she is. I know she's born around, is she that period? I'm not sure. I feel like she is. I feel like her emotions are so deep. Like, she can't see it, and it's crazy because everyone else from the outside can see it, and I'm being shown specifically her mum and Kim. They can see it, but they're so kind of done with being involved in these relationship dramatics. Like, in such a big family, they're done with the drama, so they just kind of let them get on with it. But everyone else can see it, but she can't. And she Khloe loves so hard and loves so deep and wants to be loved that way herself, that she will blind herself and push past anything. Like Kim, she is so distracted, and you know, she's distracted with True and putting everything into that, you know, so she can just blind herself from the hurt and the pain. And after this, I don't see her in a relationship for a super long time. Like, she's going to take the time to just be by herself, dedicate her time to True. She'll continue with the fitness. We might even see more kind of like active wear from her, and she's going to delve into that, and that's going to be part of her healing as well. Yeah, I don't see her, when I'm asking, you know, Spirit and my guides, will there be a relationship? I don't even see. They're giving me 2 years, so I think for at least 2 years. She might date, but it's gonna be nothing serious. And this guy, like, I don't know anything about him. I don't know much about him. He's not a bad person. He has a good heart. Oh, it's hard to say for someone that cheats. He doesn't think about her when he's doing it, and I don't want to go as far to say he doesn't care, because he does care that he hurts her, but he's too immature. He's not self-aware. He doesn't have control over himself. Like, he doesn't have the self-awareness and the ability and the maturity to make responsible decisions, and he's just too young to get it. I just feel like not even in age, in spirit, in attitude, in behaviour, he is too immature to be in a committed, fulfilling, lovable relationship. He knows how to play the part, he knows how to act the part, but he doesn't know how to commit to the part, and that's what she needs. Will he play a part in True's life? Yeah, they're saying not as much as Khloe would like him to. He's not around as much as she'd like him to be. He will play a part, but it won't be like he's not, again, he's just not mature enough to be a partner or take on a father role. He's just not. But she's got support, she's got good friends, she's got good family. She will bounce back quick. So even though we might hear about this breakup and this scandal, don't be surprised if you see her acting completely fine 2 weeks later. Like, she's going to be absolutely fine. Like, really, she is. Khloe's a fighter. She's a fighter. Now, Rob. Oh, I've picked up the tarot for Rob first. So, yeah. Okay, Rob. I don't know anything about where Rob Kardashian is at. You know, you hear a little about the sisters every now and then. I don't really follow that. I think I'm only following Kylie on social media. But Rob, I have absolutely not a clue. Not a dribble. Absolutely no idea what's going on in his life. He feels good though. He feels not completely good. Like, he doesn't have Khloe's energy, but he feels like he's moving into, oh god, okay. Oh, I'm gonna keep those because they fell out. He's got 2 angel cards, and he actually does have a lot of spirit around him at the moment because he's still on a spiritual, yeah. Oh, yeah, see, he's got the same card as Kim there. Yeah, he's on his way. He's still going through healing. He's still on his journey, and he's got a lot of angels and guides around him, but he is on his way. Yeah, he's still I can remember this from watching the Kardashians, to be honest. He has issues with taking responsibility for himself. He has issues with seeing things as they really are. Like, he likes to dream up this picture of how things went and how they were, and he has trouble with seeing reality. He is a massive dreamer, and he has big dreams but doesn't have the action, for example, like Kim has, or Kendall has it as well, where they can turn a dream into a reality. He struggles with that, and I don't feel it's hard to say, and a lot of people will say, well, he's got one of the richest families on earth. Yes, he does, but I don't feel like he's got the physical support. He could go to them for help, but I don't feel like they are willingly there to say, oh yeah, I'll give you 10 grand to go and do this, because the trust isn't there. They don't trust his vision. He doesn't trust his vision. It's not there. Now, I don't know, I'm being asked to talk about the Arthur George socks. I don't know if he's still doing that anymore, but if he is still doing it, it's not going to be around for very long. We will see the end of that company, literally, I'm saying in the next 6 to 8 months, that will be no more. Because I feel, created that because he just wanted to have something with his name on it. He just wanted something to do. It's not his passion. It's not something he loves doing. It's just something he felt like he had to do to make money for himself. He is learning a lot, and he has learnt a lot about himself, about his faults, about his mistakes, about the way he makes choices. And he is a really devoted dad. Like, that's the one thing I will say. He and his daughter have a very loving relationship, and he would give anything for her. Now, financially, Rob is like doing better for himself, but he's still not quite there. Rob isn't on social media, and I do feel like in the next 1.5 years we will see him come back to social media, and I feel like he's going to do work within social media. I don't know what that means, but I see his return to the platform, and I see him working with platforms, like working with Instagram, working with Twitter, and it could be something to do with censoring, revenge used on social media, how to use social media safely, advertisement, for all that kind of stuff. I do see him taking his healing and using it. And yeah, he has struggled in the past with finding his own identity, but I feel like he is going to. He's still got a lot of issues, guys. Like, he still deals with depression. He still can't. The sisters had a thing together where they were girls and they could kind of cling on to this brand together. When you think of the Kardashians, he doesn't fit into that brand. Like, when you think of the Kardashians, you think of the girls, and that means even Kylie and Kendall and their Jenners, but he doesn't fit into that. And now with his healing and this journey, it's been all about finding his own identity. And he definitely is, but he's still dealing with this issue of seeing things for what they are. He needs a reality check every now and then, and to be brought back down to earth. There's not a relationship here for him, and I don't kind of see one. I do see him just starting to build his life back up again, and his return to the forefront and the spotlight, which he definitely will over the next few years. There's not that much there for Rob, but he will be returning to us very soon. We will see him very soon, and he'll actually look a lot different actually to when he left, because he's been going through healing and transitioning, and he's going to look a lot more healthier than the last time we saw him. Kendall, I went for the tarot first as well. Very interesting. Kendall has such a serious spirit. It's really weird. Her energy is completely different from the others, like completely different. Like, the others have a very flamboyant spirit, like, and Kendall doesn't. So when I say that, I would see the others as colour spirits. Like, I would see them as bold and bright colours, whereas Kendall would be more of a pastel or a nude. She's yeah, she's different. She is definitely different. There's no relationship here for Kendall. I'm just going to say that straight away. Yeah, I want to take you for Kendall. Okay. Yeah, she is happy with the way things are. Yeah. She is happy with the way things are. So she's got Horus, which is the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And we've got the Strength reversed. She is strong in her beliefs and her knowing that she's strong-minded. So she's not swayed. She doesn't feel like she has to follow the path of anyone else. She's very private and she's very kept to herself. She likes what she does. She enjoys what she does. It gives her escapism from her it gives her escapism from her identity, because I don't feel like she identifies as this brand of the Kardashians either, to be honest. I just want to pull another tarot for Kendall. Do you know what? She's fine. Like, there's nothing to really report. She's happy. Yeah, she's living her best life. Like, honestly, Nine of Cups talks about wishes fulfilled, dreams coming true, things being the way you want them to be. She's got the cosmic gateway. She's connected. I don't know if she is, but I do feel like Kendall might be quite a spiritual person, and I feel like she might believe in the law of attraction and the power of her mind, because that's reversed, which means it's strengthened. Her strength, like her mindset, her strength, the way she looks at life, whatever she wants, she can apply herself and she can get it, and like, it's a dream come true. I don't see her wanting to be in a relationship. I'm going to be entirely honest. When I think of Kendall, I don't see her with a guy or a girl, and I don't know whether she knows if she likes guys or girls. I don't know if she knows whether she's bisexual. I don't feel like she's confident in her sexuality, or she knows what sex she's happy with, but I don't see her in any relationship of any form. And actually I feel like if she was to be with someone, it would be someone we do not expect her to be with. It would be like the complete unexpected. It could be someone that is not in the public eye, that we don't know, but I don't see a relationship there for her. Like, she's just really content and happy with her life, and she runs her life the way she wants it to run. Like, she's super independent. She's just going to continue doing the modelling. I don't see her doing anything else. I don't see her making any massive movements. I don't see there being any particular scandals around Kendall. She's going to be the same as she's been this year, last year. There's nothing to really report. She's happy, and that's it really. Nothing to really write home about, if I'm honest. So next we've got Kylie. Like, Kylie's energy is so gentle and peaceful, honestly. Like, I feel like for Kylie I want to pull literally all the angel cards, but I won't. I'll only pull some of them. So I do want to pull at least 2 for Kylie, because she has a lot of angels that work with her as well. I don't feel like she practices spiritual tools. Like, I don't feel like she meditates or that she does yoga or anything like that, but she has a lot of spiritual guidance, whether she knows it or not. And I feel like she has a lot of things happen to her that she, like that would be something that would happen to Kylie. So I was just shuffling the tarot and one flew out. She has a lot of things happen around her that she would deem as freaky and spooky. Yeah, she's got a lot of energy around her, a lot of guidance, a lot of angels. I feel like her granddad actually works very closely with her, because she's got a very, even though she's powerful and there we go, yeah, even though she's powerful and she has it all and her cup is overflowing and she's got everything that anyone in her position, or any position probably, could dream of, she is still a really gentle, vulnerable, innocent soul. She has a really gentle, childlike, she's mature, but she has a childlike essence. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, she's a really peaceful person. So she's pulled Lady Nada, which is heart awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all, remember that love has no boundaries. Someone else pulled this. I can't remember who pulled this. I think she's quite a balanced person. I think her head rules her heart extremely. She's got red and pink here, 2 extremely, did I say her heart rules her head? Yeah, her heart rules her head. If I said her head rules her heart, I meant her heart rules her head. She's got 2 extremely loving cards here, and the partnership that she's in is a good partnership. Like Travis Scott, I don't know much about him, if I'm entirely honest. I don't know much about him at all, but he loves her. Like, it's a genuine love. There's nothing he's trying to gain from her. There's nothing she's trying to gain from him. Her previous relationship, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of conceit. It wasn't very balanced. But there's nothing he's trying to get from her. He loves her very purely, and he sees her for who she is, and she feels safe. And the card here signifies that as well. She is at a fulfillment creatively, emotionally. She's enjoying motherhood. She's loving where she is, and this just represents her kind of characteristic. She is naive and she is innocent. She's got a very humble and gentle personality. Like, she's very calm and innocent and pure. You know, sometimes not for her better judgment, but I feel like she has learned to be aware of that. But she's very much in love. Like, these cards talk about love, all of them, every single one. She's head over heels, not just with Travis Scott, but with her life and who's in it and who's surrounded her, like her support system, her close network, very, very much in love, very in love with her life and everything in it. I do see a second baby. I do feel we could have announcements as close as June with a second child, and I do feel like there will be an engagement and possibly a marriage. I don't know if the marriage will happen as soon as the engagement, but the engagement is definitely there. Yeah, so she is completely balanced. Like, everything in her life is as it should be, as you would hope it would be. She's got one foot here in the water, one foot there. She's learning from her past experiences and bringing them into her present day. She's learned a lot, like, from her past relationship. She's grown and she's evolved, and we're only going to see her grow and evolve even more. She's not going anywhere. She's going to continue with the lip kits. Kylie likes to have a business and have something to creatively motivate her, because she is very creative. I do get that. She's got the creative flair here, but she doesn't want to be bothered and hassled continuously. But she loves the idea of social media, again, because she views that as self-expression. She's got a lot of cards here talking about balance, and I do feel like she has found a balance within her life. So over the next kind of months, we are going to see her setting up home. We will see her, I think, with a ring on her finger. I wouldn't be surprised, and don't be surprised if you see announcements of an engagement with her and Travis. I do feel like that's coming. He is a really good influence on her. Let me just pull a card for him and his kind of influence on her, because it's so funny, because yeah, I feel like that's upright. I do feel like it's really funny, like with the cards, I haven't chosen any of them for Kylie. They've all just flown out. Like, she has strong spiritual guidance. If she isn't psychic or clairvoyant or anything like that, I would be very surprised, because they have just flown out. So this is the card that flew out when I said, let's just ask, I didn't even finish the sentence, how Travis feels about her and what he brings to her life. And the Ten of Cups, that is the ultimate card that you would want to pull for relationships. He is head over heels for her as much as she is for him. Like, their relationship is so soothing, it's so calm, they're so content. There's nothing you could want more. Like, she doesn't just have it all from the outside, she has it all from the inside. She's very, very content, and there aren't going to be any cheating rumours, there aren't going to be any scandals. They're just in a happy bliss, and it's quite nice to see, to be honest, because, you know, a lot of people always want to see drama and you know, things going wrong, especially for celebrities, because they are people at the end of the day, and she does seem happy. So as a collective, I think the Kardashians are all a little bit, you know, on different paths. And I'm going to pull one card just to see where their brand is going as a whole. Like I said, we've got Kris, who's pulling back, retiring off to do her own thing. We've got Kim, who's dealing with her marriage. Kourtney, who's trying to overcome this lonesomeness that she's going through. We've got we've got Khloe, again, coming up stronger and trumps after whatever she's about to go through with Tristan. We've got Kendall flying solo, independent, enjoying her life. And Kylie, who is very, very loved up and happy. And Rob, who I always forget, who is still going through healing and has a little bit of a way to go. So I'm just interested to see, you know, as a brand, what they will achieve coming up. They're very tight-knit, and that's just all I feel like. Everything they've been through has just only brought them tighter and closer together. The Five of Pentacles talks about hardship, but they have very, very, very strong faith and belief. So they have been through hardships financially, emotionally, in relationships. They have definitely all of them, but they have strong faith. Archangel Michael is about communication and trust, and they definitely have strong faith. So they will be going forward, honestly, in the same way they have. They're not going anywhere, but I feel like you'll see them more individually blossom now, rather than Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. It's a new. The Lovers talks about new stages, new commitments, new bonds, moving on, moving forward, branching out to new families, starting new life patterns. And I feel like that is what we are going to see there. Or each of them are on their own kind of journey singularly. And although we will see them as a brand, they will all be doing their own thing. And I don't feel like, even if it's not the end of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we are moving towards the end. We could see a few spin-offs, one of which I think will be quite successful, and I think it will be Kim or Khloe who will have the successful spin-off. But I feel like that's a few 2-3 years ahead anyway. But yeah, they are all going to be very successful in their own thing. Just Rob, who we need to watch out for, who's still going through the healing phase, but we will see him make a reappearance, I think, before the year's up or in early next year. But they're all good. We will know about it, I'm sure, if they're not. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos just like this, then please remember to stick around and subscribe. And if you like this video, please hit a thumbs up. Comment down below any more videos like this that you'd like to see. And thank you so much for watching and stopping by. Bye, lovelies.